275?
You know what?
What?
Some people don't like to take responsibility for their own
take
shit.
responsibility.
They blame everything
But
in
why
their
you
life on
sending
somebody
an email
else.
for town card?
Good luck.
Nigga, you're crazy. You're out of your goddamn mind if you think that's gonna work.
Will not be returning to the Fox News channel. Of course, this comes after the revelation earlier this month that O'Reilly and 21st Century Fox had paid out $13 million in settlements.
You're not interested in sexual harassment?
I'm not interested in basically litigating something that is finished that makes my network look bad. Okay? I'm not interested in making my network look bad at all. That doesn't interest me one bit.
The great unifiers are money is accepted no matter how much distrust or hate there is. Even ISIS accepts American money.
Spring of 2015, a suburban mother from Chicago, together with 5 others, was indicted for sending military equipment and money to terrorist organizations, including Islamic State.
Empire. Our language comes from imperialism. Our democracy comes from imperialism. The foundation of all modern societies is built from imperialism. We cannot wash it away without destroying ourselves.
And we tend to ignore the fact that empires have been responsible for much of human culture over the last 2,500 years. And all of us, in a way, are the inheritors of empires like
Antifa and the like will lead to nationalism with this philosophy of erasing imperialism and religion. It was a good start, but we will replace religion with science. Science is universal, more universal than religion. There are many religions, but only one science.
There is a fundamental difference between religion, which is based on authority, and science, which is based on observation and reason. Science will win because it works.
There are 400 acid attacks a year in Britain. And who is doing this, BBC? Not going to say, are you? BBC, big British cunts. 100 people killed by the Taliban in an attack on Afghan military base. Archaeologists discover remains of 3,700-year-old Egyptian pyramid. The pyramid from the 13th dynasty was found in Dashir's Royal Necropolis, about 20 miles south of Cairo.
The pyramid of the hopeless. These people who claim to be depressed. Okay? Apparently in this land of plenty, this richest nation in the history of the world, we're so proud of saying that. Some supermarkets have 100,000 items in them. We have 19 million Americans claiming to be depressed. And some of them take medicine for it. Sometimes the medicine makes one of them commit suicide, and that depresses the shit out of the rest of them. Then you have these people who only think they're depressed. They think they're depressed because they saw the commercial on TV and the doctor looked like a good guy.
Trazodone, a drug used as an antidepressant, blocking serotonin receptors, could become the medication that will block Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and MS. It sedates people and causes priapism, uncontrolled penile erections that sometimes have to be surgically decompressed. It can cause fainting and cardiac arrhythmia. It has cured almost every tumor in mice, but unfortunately, it does not have the same effect in people. But the hope is that they will learn something from the drug and be able to use it productively. It seems like food to me, but we'll see.
The bottom layer is going to be homeless people. God knows we got plenty of them. Nobody gives a fuck about them. Nobody's taking them. Nobody's got a plan. Nobody's got any money. Nobody's got a program. Nobody gives a fuck about homeless people. We don't know how many we have even. We know 500,000 of them are veterans because we're so good to the veterans in this country.
35% of the veterans in America live within 25 miles of a VA medical facility. So that means 70% of the veterans are more than 25 miles away. So the system does not work. It could never work. We would have to build 250 or 300 more hospitals. it would seem to me that we should be able to load up every veteran's benefits into a card, a veteran's card, and he should have the choice of going to his local healthcare provider for the service or to the VA.
Fraternity at AAU, Sigma Alpha Mu, began planning a fundraiser for a veterans organization. They called their event Badminton and Bougie. It's a pun on bad and bougie, a popular rap song by the group Mingos, or whatever, about being newly rich and hanging with materialistic women. Sigma Alpha Mu registered the fundraiser in America's online scheduling system. Colin Gurka, Assistant Director of Fraternity and Sorority Life, said the word bougie might be criticized for appropriating culture. He would not approve the event unless the fraternity changed the event.
Now, the next group we're going to put in here is these are the people in prison with these long sentences they've been given. Many of them deserved, I'll grant you that. I'm sure half the people in prison are in there for things they really did. That's not a bad average, 1 out of 2. But nobody gives a shit about these people. Nobody's going to hire them if they do get out. They're never going to get out. Rehabilitation doesn't work. And the judges give them these fucking draconian sentences, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100-year sentences, life term, double life. One guy, about a month ago, was given 3 consecutive life terms plus 2 death penalties. How the fuck do you serve that? Even David Copperfield can't do that shit. In order to do that, you'd have to be a Hindu.
This would be the time that I would show you guys an article about the prison system. But guess what? None. On my computer, I have dozens of news sources that run through this app. And tons of stories. Tons of fucking stories. But not one. In like, I don't know, weeks, months, whatever it is. Plus I watch stuff on YouTube, like all over the place. I can't find anything about it. So, yeah. Charles Murray is not a racist.
Hired Bowser as a bouncer. Because she didn't have time to reject you at the door. What makes you think every time Princess doesn't answer, it means she needs your help? Can a woman get some alone time around here to deal with her shit? What shit, you ask? I don't know. Body image, rape culture, motherhood, gender roles, the fact that no one will let her wear anything but a pink dress.